On third down, it's Connor. And just nowhere to go for Connor. Defense gets to him, and they mark him short. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. Steps away to his left. And Murray with a smart move there at the end of the play. Picks up the first down and then slides to the ground. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. First and goal. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. Here's Murray. Flushed out right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up first and 10 at their own 11. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Looks for Parker, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marco Wilson. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Well, a shaky start for both quarterbacks now. We had the interception on the opening drive, and now they throw it right back to him.
So does that mean we're really kind of starting from the beginning, Brandon, right? Both of them have done.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. They'll fake it to Connor. Now Murray. Dancing to his left. Murray fighting. Lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time. Wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down.
3 down. 52 is the mic right now.
Throwing now is Murray. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Over the middle, complete. It's Hopkins. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Murray a give. This is Connor. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Murray. To Connor on the check down. Touchdown, Cardinals. James Conner from 10 yards out. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. Prater for the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Waddle is going to elect to not bring this out, and instead his guys will begin at the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. They'll find Lindsey here. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Tua now on first down. Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You circle the Pro Bowl? Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
I think one of the key words in today's NFL is hybrid. You know, guys who can do more than just what they're asked to do. How about our running back there laying out like a wide receiver and making that catch?
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And the Dolphins are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And again, it's Tagovailoa. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Mike Gesicki on the pass from Tua Tagovailoa. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied here in the second quarter. So we'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Murray flips this forward on the jet sweep. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. A gain of 10, 1st down, Arizona. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. Working with a 2nd and 3. Murray going to throw. And the catch made by Hopkins. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
A reminder coming up in a couple of minutes' time, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman, the coach in our EA Sports studios. He'll have a look back at the next-gen stats from this first half of action. He rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And He is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. What a play. The big man comes up with the interception. Puts together, Charles, a nice little return, too.
Yeah, he's not going to make anybody forget Darrell Green or Rod Woodson, but look at him lug that thing.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Tua Tagovailoa taking it in from a yard out. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And Moore, he's going to sit on this one, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Yeah, can he put it aside? Let's find out. Looking to throw again on second down. Murray. And this will be swung out here for counter. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Well, they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Buying time to his left. And now he'll let this one go deep. Back over the middle. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Tua. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Murray now on first down. Rolling to his right. Touchdown! A.J. Green from 19 yards away. And the Cardinals are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
After nearly 30 minutes of football, that touchdown puts us in a position where if they make the extra point, we're right back to even before we start the second half.
Extra point good by Prater. And we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Waddle will return this from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive, as they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining. Going deep here for Parker. And got his man complete. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Looking to pass. Tua. And this is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Tua Tagovailoa, as the first half is winding down. And the Dolphins have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 21-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee, as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started, as they'll take over with just 13 seconds to go before the break. First down, Murray. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. Tua, the final shot before half. And he's got his tight end Gesicki in the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins. Mike Gesicki in the final seconds of the first half. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now up to 14. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Both teams finishing up their halftime adjustments. We're about ready to get back to football at State Farm Stadium. And for the call, let's head back out to Glendale and hand it over to Brandon God.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. Waddle will return this from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told him, guys, if he wants to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Here's Tua. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Johnson. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Tua setting up shop to throw again. Open man is Waddle, complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Another catch there for Waddle. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there, 2nd down. Phoenix, Arizona's the spot. Glad to have you along for the ride. 3rd quarter action and a 2nd and 10 upcoming. Meanwhile, Tua's throw here taken in by Gesicki. Touchdown, Dolphins! Mike Gesicki on the pass from Tua Tagovailoa. And the Dolphins take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback you got a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
4 yards remain for 2nd down. Here's Murray. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 49. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
A crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves them well short for 4th down. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Let's go. 43's the mic. 43's the mic. Push him back. Push him back.
After the turnover, here's Murray. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Chase Edmonds there to make the grab. And the Cards use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Prater for the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Waddle will return this from the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot. Up 2 scores here in the third quarter. Now a dump off here complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Tua. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Tagovailoa going to try and throw on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. Out to the right here to Wilson. 20, 10, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football.
Yeah, and this just looked like a simple, ordinary play to start, but boy, did things change. Once he got free, it was off to the races, and once he hit high gear, there's absolutely no one who was going to stop him.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big connection on that one. 31 yards. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. Flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. And Murray gets this into the hands of Edmonds. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 8 there on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Here's Murray. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Noah Igbenogany. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Well, to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6-1, one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I'd go down there and say that to him right now. Probably pretty fragile. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
But plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Parker. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Phillip Lindsay, 27 yards. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray. He finds Hopkins complete. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw is Murray. And that is incomplete.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
On 2nd and 10, Murray being chased out left. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. They'll go out to the flat for Edmonds. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the 1st. Now Murray's got to have this one. Forced out to his left. This one to the sideline. He's got it. A nice job to keep the feet in, but he is a bit short here of a 1st down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Dolphins get the football in great field position. He's going to let one go deep for Parker. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off inside the 10. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other.
but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Murray's throw taken in by Green here. Line of scrimmage is the 8 on 2nd and 8. Throwing now is Murray. Flushed out right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. He's going to let it fly. And this one is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. That one looks like he'll throw here and give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us, we're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to...
He's got a man, complete, and all the way down to the 35.
Let's go.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.